Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, and Bast, the Kitten. She insisted that we cuddle, so you know she gets what she wants when it comes to cuddling. Never mind if I have something burning on the stove. She wants to cuddle now. By the way, I do not have anything burning anywhere in my apartment, nor is there anything on the stove that has a burner under it lit, so just for your own peace of mind. So I do hope and pray that you and yours in YouTube land are happy and healthy and safe and well. So right now the time is approximately 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. The date is Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. The moon is waning in Aries and the sun is transiting in Gemini. Fun fact, both the moon and Jupiter are in Aries. So for those of you whose sun sign, rising sign, and our moon sign is Aries, you might want to think about what opportunities are coming up for you, or what professional opportunities or opportunities to expand your prosperity consciousness will help you over the next few days and over the next year, because Jupiter will usually spend about a year or so in the same sign, which is why it takes Jupiter roughly 12 to 13 years, closer to 12 years, to go through the entire zodiacal wheel. Anyway, so in the meantime, this is another more than a walkthrough video starring the Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck, which was published in by US Game Systems in April 2020, proving that some good things did happen in 2020. And the tarot card we're going to talk about is the Queen of Swords. So first, I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person from my YouTube videos, also known as Drake, do a close-up. She's going to be here for a while, so you know what that means. Do a close-up of the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous back of the card design, which I love this back of the card design because, you know, love is love. And now, this is the Queen of Swords from the Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck. Okay, bye, Bast. Perfect timing. Which was illustrated by Marco Proietto. The description for this card is by the Arwen Lynch. The Arwen Lynch. I think Arwen Lynch is like an A-list tarot celebrity as far as I'm concerned. And I think she was one of the most well-known people I subscribed to on YouTube initially. But anyway, so I'm going to hold up the card and I'm going to read the description courtesy of Ms. The Arwen Lynch. Our long-limbed queen is a fierce drag queen, and she doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 27. Anyway, she's fought her way to the top, and she plans to stay there. Yet she will stand by you as long as you show her loyalty. A few small gifts and compliments wouldn't go amiss either. I feel the same way. Now that I think about it. And I'm no drag queen, but yeah, some gifts, you know, some compliments. I could dig that. I could dig that. Anyway, her razor-sharp reads of others can cut, but she always delivers those slapbacks with a healthy side of humor, or as I like to say, bitch smacks. And she looks like she's capable of one, I'm telling you. Reversed. This queen is brittle and mean. Her facade is easy to see through, but she will snatch you bald before she lets you in. Her mind is her worst enemy. This, for some of you, your own mind is your worst enemy. That is where her own litany of self-loathing is on endless repeat, Check your own mental status. Are you slandering yourself? If this is someone else, your best bet is to rise above the conflict. When the Queen of Swords is down and dirty, she's hard to beat. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of my experiences with the Queen of Swords. So first of all, one of the very first things that I ever learned about the Queen of Swords is that she is one of the counselor cards of the Sacred Tarot. The other three are the High Priestess, the King of Cups, which is the male counterpart to the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups, which is the female minor arcana equivalent of the High Priestess. And the Queen of Swords is a counselor card, but she has no direct or indirect relationship to the element of water, making her a master of emotional detachment. If you feel like you are too emotionally attached to a person or a situation, doing a meditation with the Queen of Swords is one of the best cards, regardless of your gender, regardless of your gender identity, regardless of your sexual orientation. Queen of Swords is, in a word, fabulous to use for a meditation if you want to become emotionally detached from a person or a situation. The other thing that I love about this Queen of Swords in particular, and again I'm going to have Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, do a close-up of the sections I'm going to highlight. Her crown of butterflies, and there are 5 shown, but one could argue there are a total of 8 that are 3 not being shown. But the fact that we can see 5 clearly, this is a card that facilitates change. Also, I can't help but notice that her sword is at an angle. And in most traditional tarot decks, it's the King of Swords who has his sword at an angle. But this Queen of Swords has her sword at an angle, which means that she can be swayed. Not necessarily for the better or for the worse, but she can be swayed. Ms. Lynch did mention that, give her some compliments, give her some gifts, and that makes her all the more, you become more appealing to her. You score more brownie points with her. I love the falcon on its perch as well. Falcon, of course, being a bird, and traditionally swords are connected to the element of air. So a bird on a swords card makes perfect sense. Or for that matter, an insect that has wings and flies. The other thing about this card is that it definitely is a reminder to look at things, look at one's life situations, look at one's relationships, romantic and otherwise, with as much of a detached eye as possible. And now I'm going to read the bio of Mr. Marco Proietto. Marco Proietto was born in Rome, Italy in 1982. In 2001, he obtained a high school diploma at the Primo Liceo Artistico of Rome. Later, he attended the Accademia di Belle Arti of Rome, specializing in painting. Marco has exhibited his oil paintings and ink illustrations. From 2006 through 2009, he studied engraving and sculpture techniques at Scuola dell'Arte della Medaglia at the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato. I don't speak Italian for the record, but I can pronounce it pretty well. Although those of you who speak Italian, please let me know if I'm mispronouncing anything. Thank you. He has also worked as a graphic designer, and he is the creator of Bianco Nero Tarot, published by U.S. Game Systems Incorporated. I distinctly remember adding to my watch later list on my YouTube channel, or on my YouTube account specifically, Simon of the Hermit's Cave video about the Bianco Nero Tarot. And it's so funny because that tarot deck kept drawing me. I didn't know why. Now I know why. It lists his website and it lists his Instagram account, both of which will be included in the description box for this video. So, to all of you in YouTube land, I always automatically go to thank all of you in YouTube land, but first I must thank, absolutely must thank, U.S. Game Systems Incorporated, headquartered in Stamford, Connecticut, for publishing the Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck. And of course, I want to thank Ms. The Arwen Lynch for providing the description for the Queen of Swords card in this deck. And I want to thank Marco Proietto, as well as all of the other brilliantly talented artists who contributed to the Pride Tarot. Now I want to thank all of you in YouTube land for honoring who I am and what I do, and for honoring Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person, for my YouTube videos and everything he does as well. Thank you, of course, for all the likes, for all the comments, for all the shares, and for all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel, and an extra big and beautiful thank you to those of you who have scheduled your sessions, including the one who already scheduled her phone reading for me next month, which I need to get back to her and find out what time she wants it and what date she wants it, because I don't remember we talked about that yet. And of course, I thank those of you in advance who are going to buy me a coffee. I wish all of you a beautiful night, a wonderful week, and stay tuned for the next video.